got a bit further now. You'll be pleased, a lot of you, or some of you said it looked alright and others agree with me, it didn't look right when I had that bridge across. So I've taken it down until I decide what I'm going to do for definite. But in between time, I've gone back to doing what I did on the other side, if you remember. I'll take a picture of a bridge tunnel not far from where I live actually. That's it. Print it out. I have to cut it all out, that bit of course. And then use a bridge. Let's just give you an idea. And have that road running out through that bridge there. But I can still work on another bridge coming across later. But this part now, I'm quite happy with that. As you see, I said I got that packet of them little trees, I'll make use of them. Well, I've done a bit of fencing up to there, then put all them little trees in. And it's, I think it's just finished that off alright. I'm going to work up at that end a bit and get with Ryan. Ryan asked, how do I connect my lights up once I've done them? I'll just move down a bit. This is what I use. I use these 12 volt transformers. Again, you can buy these on Amazon. They'd actually do 3 volts to 12 volt supply. If you take that name, it's Connect. And if you Google them, I think you'll find them on Amazon. Anyway, I use that for my 12 volt supply, and as I say, with LEDs you can put, well, I'm told you can put 70 80 LEDs onto one 12 volt supply. I put about probably 30 or 40 onto one because I've got 2 or 3 going. And then what I do is put that into a plug, of course, run a buzz wire like you do for your track, just a 12 volt supply. I don't like showing you my wire work because it's terrible, but this is an easy way of showing you. I use these connectors. I use the other type as well, and that will say us from that 12 volt supply into there, and then I run my feeds in to this. As you can see, I can run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can run about 12. That's red on one side and red and black at the other, of course, negative and positive. And that'll be screwed on down to the frame down there. If you can't get those, I got those on eBay from a German supplier. If anybody wants to know, I'll look it up later. But if you haven't got that, just use ordinary connectors. Like again, that's the feed going in and then feed going out. As you see, I've taken that out to go to this one. But it's easy enough. You just finish up with a lot of wires, but a lot of you will be a lot tidier than me. I'll tie these all up when I've got done. But that was just trying to explain it. So you got your 12 volt supply going in there, or into your block one, and then you run off your feeds from that. And I mean, I don't just even just put one on one sort of thing. I can put 2 into each one. And I say you can run 60 or 70, no problem. Right, that'll answer that. We'll go a step further now anyway, and I'll start on that bridge. You see, I just screw these connectors into my framework, and then there's the leads going in. That white one actually is my buzz line for my railway track. That's 15 volts, 14.5. But these other 2 red ones is the 12 volt supply at this end. And when I finish, like, I'll put my curtains up and pull my curtains on, and you won't see anything at all. But it's easy enough, because I've got quite a few lights on from this end, of course. All those buildings have all got separate lights, and I've got street lights to put up now. In fact, I'm going to do that next. Show you these street lights which I'm going to fit up. Those are the ones. You get a pack of 6, $10.99. Nice lights. And they're already done for 12 volt. You can either take the resistor off there, there's the resistors fitted, and they can have it as 3 volt or just on to straight 12 volt. Well, I used to do 3 volt with Ultimine, but now I find it's far easier with resistors on, put everything onto 12 volt, no messing. But no, pack of 6 there for £10.99. So what, it's less than £2 a light. It's near enough, innit? Right, we'll put some of them in anyway. I've got to put extensions on, of course. That's the only thing now, is take time soldering all the extensions on. This is how we just had the extensions on. There's my lamp there. I'm using an old battery to hold it firm. I use that soldering liquid. It makes it a lot easier for making your joints then. I've done the red one, the positive. That's all you need, quick touch. Is it dried? Yep, solid. And then what I do, just to protect it that they don't touch one another, open ends, bare ends. No need to do both, you just do one. It's you know what I mean. I have got a proper blower, but just put your dot iron on, it'll seal it on. And there you go, that's ready for putting on the layout. I say I've only another 11 to do, so I'll carry on with that now. No doubt a few of you will be asking, so I'll better just show you. It's Baker's soldering fluid I use, and it does, you just put a bit on your brush and put it on the ends, and it works. You solder, it's magic with it. I said I couldn't remember what they call this. It's heat shrink, isn't it? Yeah, heat shrink tubing. You get it in most hardware stores or electrical stores. You just cut the pieces off. You get them, comes in different sizes, thicknesses. There's one, a white one there, but like I said, it's just to stop them touching and causing a short, but there's no need to do both, you only need to do one side. Right, I'll carry on then. First one. So I just put a stopper glue in the hole just to secure it. It's not dried yet, that. You can put a bit of blue tack in, this is just as well, because it gets the position of them just right. Yeah, very effective. A lot better with lights off, of course, but you can see it anyway, can't you? Well, I'm messing out me, aren't I? That's what I use my jar lids for mixing. I put red with a bit of black in there to mix it just right for this bridge. So that's all I do, is just paint them over and wait till that dries, and then we can glue that picture, glue this picture underneath, and then put them into situ. Right, what I've done is I've cut it out, the picture of the bridge, and I've just glued it onto the back of a piece of plyboard, and then I just get the bridge port out. Let's see, I'm going to glue that onto there then, and then glue them all up there at the back. I've done a bit of background with the lamp fill and these grassing now, and of course tidying up, but we'll glue that bridge in and then we'll have another look at it. Right, I've got this area more or less finished. There's still bits to do. I want the white lining, I want some more lines and my crossings, some more trees to go in. Yep, I've got another batch. I've got more trees than what I am on trains here. But yeah, it's starting to look alright now. I took that bridge away, the road bridge, but it didn't look right. I might put something else up, come up with some suggestions, but I suppose really I ought to have a road crossing somewhere here. We'll see anyway. I'll just show you up that end, and then I'll see about running a few trains. I've got the lights in, so I don't really notice that. You've got street lamps all the way around now. Another set of Malaysia beacons here. I'll have to bring the Malaysia beacons there. I still have to put the white lines in, of course. So there's quite a few things to touch up yet. But I'll leave that till tomorrow, and it'll be a running session. I'll just show you a bit lights off now, how it's all lit up. I've even got a little spotlight there for the... it won't focus on the sign now. It's a sign for the church there. With a bright light on it, of course it's blurring it, but yeah, it's... all these new street lights in, of course. Of course they're glaring back on the camera, aren't they? Right, so I'll do a bit more touching up and then I'll have a session. Right, as you can see, we've got quite a bit more done now. I'm hoping that this time next week I can say I've finally finished it. I'm more or less done now. It's just a lot of tweaking to do, bits here, there, and down at that bottom end, of course, where the garage is and everything. That's all to do. But I think this end's now more or less completed. I've still got all this bottom corner to do. A few more trees to put in, of course. I've got this little pond here done now, finished. I think all that's looking alright now. That's what I've shown this time with this series now. I think this is number 7 into it. I've shown it all in the past, but of course I've rebuilt this time, and there's also a lot of new comers to the hobby. And I think, well, you know, if I put a video on, they say, well, how do you did that, how do you do that? And of course it's, every time I do a rebuild now, I can show them how I do it. So, I say a lot of you will see it all before. But with this rebuild now, I've tried to go through everything, and I hope it's of help to some. Let's hope by next week we can get the Tony's nightclub open again. I'm quite pleased with that area now. Right, we'll call it a do. I've gone over my 10 minutes again, no doubt.